Hey guys, Aggie K here, wealth therapist, and I wanted to hop on today because I hate it when I miss a day of live streaming with you guys. I wanted to hop on today to talk about whether or not you should compartmentalize your feelings to maximize your mindset. Should you be compartmentalizing to make more money? Right? Like, how should you be handling that? It's a question that comes up for my clients. And people ask, because I have the therapy background, what's the best thing to do? So here's the thing. Compartmentalizing is basically, I think, something you have to do to some degree to function in life. If you are working through something heavy, if you have trauma, if you're healing from codependency, if you're like basically a human being who's trying to manage a business and a life and family and relationships and all of that. I think to some degree, you have to be able to do that to function, Now, you need and I don't know, this word is very popular now. It keeps coming up. I keep hearing people using it and I like it. You need a container, right? You need a container. For me, that's therapy. For other people, it's other things. But you need a container where you can work through your feelings. You need a safe space to work through your feelings. And sometimes, clients do that with me. Sometimes we do some therapy, sometimes we do some coaching, we do a combination to work through your mindset. That's available to you when you're a client of mine. But if you don't have that, you need a container to do that in. You need a container to feel your feelings. You need a container to process. And it's not like a one and done thing. A friend passed on a really interesting article about forgiveness, how that's just, people are like, forgive yourself and forgive the other person. And it's not a one and done thing. Your feelings are not a one and done thing. It's an evolution. It's a constant thing. It's always changing. It's always fluctuating. No one's always, one feeling, right? It's a constantly evolving thing. So, don't have that expectation that it's going to be a one and done thing. Now, the other thing is that if you don't address it, you also have an issue, because then you're going to be dealing with like an underlying vibration of unhappiness, of low self-worth, of low self-esteem, of anger, of isolation, of loneliness, whatever it might be. So you have to address it. You have to address it, and it doesn't have to be like a something that you're wallowing in, right? So you have a container for it. You have a safe space to go do it, to feel it, to process it, and then you can come back to your life and focus your mindset, right? It's not like your feelings can also take you way off base of your goals. You can feel not good enough to sell. You can feel not good enough to put yourself out there because you're working through shame, or you're working through like heavy duty emotions that can feel like you can't also be selling and running a business. But the truth is, if you're compartmentalizing, you are able to show up as the person who has the gift that you have, regardless. Probably on your worst day, you can do that, right? Because there's no way to avoid certain things in life. We can't avoid death. We can't avoid pain. We can't avoid certain things we can't avoid. I'm taking my dad to an appointment, speaking of which, to pick up his cannabis. He's struggling with stuff. So, there's things we can't avoid. Hey Dad, I'm doing a live stream. I'm on the internet doing a live stream. So there's certain things we can't avoid. We have to deal with them. We have to put them aside, and we have to also continue to sell and make money in business, because we have to survive. We have to live. We have to make money. We have to bring that income in, and we can't always have the luxury of stopping what we're doing to take a month off to feel everything. Sometimes we have that option, but usually we have to keep going, right? So we have to get into the habit of keeping going, and regardless, keep fighting for ourselves and keep fighting for our business, because the number one place you're probably gonna abandon yourself is in the money department. That's probably the number one place you're going to leave yourself first. You'll leave your business, you'll stop showing up, you'll stop caring about money when the emotions take over or they're too much. So find some support with that so that you can keep making money no matter what you're going through, because it's life. Stuff is going to keep happening. Right, Dad?
Yes, right.
So off we go to the cannabis clinic to get Dad his stuff for fighting, what he's going through. But everyone's going through stuff, and that's never going to change. What we can do is not abandon ourselves in the moment with our feelings, and not abandon ourselves in regards to money and business and investing, and keep showing up no matter what's going on. Right, Papa?
And cannabis oil is quite expensive, yeah?
So I gotta keep working.
And only one good thing about cannabis that you don't have a hangover.
Listen, you can be positive about anything, even if you're fighting cancer, even if you're struggling with your emotions, even if you're in a tough relationship, whatever might be going on. You can deal with it, not ignore it. Certainly not ignore it by compartmentalizing. I'm not saying ignore it. I'm saying address it, keep it in a container. Don't let it destroy everything you've built in the process. Okay, guys, lots of love to you.
And blame that money on Venetian because they invented it.
And cute cameo from my dad today. Love you guys. Have an awesome day.